Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 3 Under Par podcast. This is a golf podcast where
Little White Ball's life.
I'm your host, Scotty T, and I'm joined by my co-host, T-Bone. What's up, T-Bone?
What's going on?
And we have 2 special guests with us here in studio. We have Mr. Preston Stanley to my right and Mr. Trey Cassidy to my second to the right. What's going on, fellas? How's it going?
Not much. Glad to be here.
Not too bad.
It's been a while since we've had y'all on.
Yep, we've never been on together.
That's right. It's been like a year.
So catch us up, Preston. What's new?
First guest on the show.
I was.
Very first guest. Yes. So we started this new YouTube channel for the first time this year. Hello to everybody out there on the video camera. We are trying not to edit it as well, so we're just doing it live, or as much as we can live. So we've been doing this golf podcast for a long time. This is episode 61 of 3 Under Par.
It's a good round.
Which is wild. Have you ever shot 61?
I have.
Douche.
Have you? I've shot 60.
He shot 60. What he did was, I took him up to my hometown in Ponca City, and we go to the little muni out there, and he goes and drops a 61, and then the next day he drops a 60. Meanwhile, I shot 64 both days and walked off feeling like a dipshit.
He got waxed.
I was like,
waxed.
I was like, shit.
T-Bone, that's like a front nine for you, right?
Yeah, it was this weekend. Yeah, it was this weekend.
Man, that is so low. I just can't imagine. I think my low was like 66, and I felt like I was on fire.
Yeah.
That's just a whole nother level of golf. So if you want to go back and listen to it, do the first 60-something episodes, that's great. But for this new YouTube channel, you want to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves? Little mini tour players?
Yeah, so last year, still working at Pine Forest as one of the assistant pros, but played in a few tournaments, finished second in the Oklahoma Open.
Nice.
Back in September, finished second a couple weeks ago up at Walden Lake Conroe. So game's feeling good.
Nice.
I've come pretty close to Monday qualifying a couple times, but just not quite there yet. It's good, but this 2020,
it's the year, huh?
It's the year. It's the year.
Are you still putting a claw grip, or did you get that worked out yet?
Yeah,
It changes every time.
It does. It does. It kind of however I feel that day.
He
I feel like
rotates grips and putters.
I do. I have 6 putters in the back of my car right now.
6?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What?
Is
it just like
a choice.
A different day or one for every day of the week practically?
It's more of just backups. Just to make sure the putter's on the edge.
Of course.
Thinking, okay, if you mess up today, you're going to be in the closet for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Back of the rotation.
That's right.
Get out of here.
Next man up.
Here comes the putter throw. It's the next man up mentality of putters.
Yeah, but putter's feeling good right now, though.
Nice.
Got it ironed out.
All right. That's good stuff. And then, Trey, you've been on the show a couple of times, few times.
Yep, a couple times. This is my, I think, 3rd time I've been on.
Nice.
Yep.
So what's new?
Oh, I'm not playing as much golf anymore. I'm kind of out in the real world trying to sell that home and auto insurance. But I've played golf, I think, 3 times since my last tournament in September.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
Wow.
It's been a slow roll for sure.
Yeah. Well, I played in the Mid-Am, the Texas Mid-Am, which both y'all texted me, good luck, and I just completely shit the bed for lack of a better term.
It might have been bad luck that we texted you. Too much pressure.
Maybe it was.
Well, he knew we were watching, so he felt the pressure.
Well, we were joking. I lost to Darren Williams, the NBA player.
Former NBA player.
Former NBA player. Shout out to Darren Williams. If you want to come on the pod, you're welcome to.
He's got a lot of leverage on you, though, so.
That's true, but I've been playing golf my whole life. That was pretty embarrassing. I'm not going to lie, but hey, it happens. You lose your swings.
That's all right.
Everyone gets embarrassed in golf. So.
I didn't realize my bad days were up to like 87 now, though.
Yeah.
Like usually it was like bad day, 75, 76, but at 10 shots to that, that's a lot.
But that was at, Merido, right?
Merido, yeah.
Okay, so that golf course is a little different.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
not like,
you for everybody out there.
It's not like you're going out there playing this cupcake golf course.
Yeah, take that, T-Bone.
That golf course
Have you played there?
could host the U.S. Open. I have not played it, but I know a lot of people that have.
That's exactly what I said.
And, a lot of the PGA Tour players practice out there.
Yes.
And from what I've heard, Jordan Spieth hasn't broken 80 yet out there.
That's
So,
man.
Don't give him this.
Come on, give it to me. Keep talking. Make me feel better about myself, please.
Damn.
And what, the course record's like 68
No,
from the back tees?
I don't think it's broken par.
Oh,
from
broken
the back
par,
tees.
okay.
I heard it was like 75 from the back
75?
because it tips out to 8,000 yards.
Sheesh.
That's a short course.
No. So we probably played from 7,100, 7,200.
Yeah.
It's a bear.
Yeah.
It's a bear golf course. And it sucks when you don't know where the ball's going either. And there's like grass that's as tall as this table, and then there were a handful of times where I hit it so far off the face of the plane and I was like, I'm just hitting another one. Like, I'm not even declaring it to be a professional. That is lost. Let's just go. Don't worry about it. And also, when you had the carts there, you couldn't drive in the rough. You had to stay in the fairways. Yeah. So it was like, man, I really need to go out into the rough to look for my ball. Man. So, Trey, I'm with you, though. Golf is... But, I don't know. I think I'm ready to start playing again.
Well, yeah, I usually slow it down in the winter anyways, just because a lot of other stuff going on for me. It gets cold. I suck at golf when it's cold. I really do. It's amazing. And then it starts warming up a little bit, and you start wanting to play again. So
Yeah.
I think if it's under 50, I'm not stepping on the course.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm literally a fair weather golfer.
Well,
The weather has to be fair for me to play.
Yeah.
the crazy thing for me is the one time I've played in the last 8 weeks, it was below 40 at 8 o'clock when we teed off, and I was like, what the hell am I doing out here?
No, that's right.
Was it a scramble?
No, I hit them all.
Respect the game. T-Bone, you're out playing some golf this weekend, huh? A little rough day out there on the course at Pine Forest, right?
5-4.
Yeah, I was at Pine Forest. Yeah, Preston exposed me. I saw him and just kind of drove by because I just turned the front nine at 45 and I had to get my head in the game. And
Yeah. They want me to say good luck to him and shoot 87 on the back.
yeah, I mean, it's such a mental battle for me out there. I'm just trying to get the ball in the hole. It's not working.
Yeah.
Shot 87. I can't from the white tees at Pine Forest.
I know someone else who shot 87.
Who?
Yeah, we both shot
Who is that?
87. But yeah, I've actually been.
I can't. Hold on. I cannot let that just slide here.
Why?
I was
Well,
playing
yours
at a
is
potential
posted.
U.S. Open course. Now, it is on record. It's
How
tournament
many
golf.
how many U.S. Opens have they hosted?
It's a U.S. Open ready golf course. Now, U.S. Open or
Okay.
PGA Championship. It did remind me a lot of Bethpage Black. I've never played the Black,
Yeah.
but it was very similar to Bethpage Black.
Very similar to Bethpage Black. It's a U.S. Open course. Sold down a little bit.
Oakmont,
Yeah.
Shinnecock. It's like a traditional U.S. Open course where you just get your ass kicked every time you play.
time.
So,
Whatever makes you feel better, Scott.
okay, let's move on. So we got KJ's missing, and
As usual, since I'm here.
coincidence that Trey's here, so KJ's not. He's actually in New Zealand, though. He sent us a video of, was he at the golf course, or where was he?
He was popping a balloon at one point. Not sure what that was.
Gender reveal?
Oh man.
We don't want any. We don't want any little Kyle Johnsons running around
No.
right here. So
be
I hope
scary.
not.
Yeah.
Gosh, that world would burn.
World's not ready for it.
Yeah.
World's not ready.
But he was at a badass golf course.
Yes.
I don't even know what time it is there. Is it morning? I don't know.
I think it's like 12 hours ahead. 13. He's literally in the future right now.
Yeah.
So we're recording this on Monday, January 20th. It's the 21st where he's at.
Yeah,
That's weird.
a little bit.
That's when this episode's going to drop, though. In the future.
Not for him.
Not for him. That's going to be the... I can't do that. I can't wrap my head around that. So
I wonder what's going to happen to him.
do you think he makes it back?
I don't know. I think we need to put a poll out there like hole in one, like goes to the ER,
Climbs a tree.
climbs a tree.
Breaks his ankle.
We need to get a poll out there. 'cause I
Applies
think,
for New Zealand citizenship.
Yeah.
And refuses to come back to the United States.
That'd be kind of cool.
Gets
one way to
married.
make
Yeah.
that's one way to make the Olympics.
Yeah.
Well, that was like Scaff was saying that
Yeah.
you
Rory.
think you
I
could have like a...
I have ancestors from, I think it's my great grandfather's from Syria. So I was wondering if I could pull some strings, maybe make the Olympic team.
You're part Syrian?
Yeah. I think it's my great grandfather is from
Changes
Syria.
everything.
So
That's a game changer.
That
Yeah.
explains a lot.
yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of tough to represent them,
Yes.
but it'd be cool.
That would be cool. Well, we're here to talk a little bit golf as well. T-Bone, I do want to give you some mad props, though. So our last episode, at least for the YouTube, was 59. I was out of town in Vail last week, so T-Bone went solo on the episode.
I heard.
Recorded
Really
from your parents' garage. You did a great job, man. I just want to give you some props. So.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was weird. Just talked for like 20 minutes, and the weirdest part of the episode was I was watching the Golf Channel on mute, and I was watching a Corn Ferry Tour event, and I'm like, what the fuck is Tommy Two Gloves Gainey doing?
How about that?
He proceeds. Did he win the
Yes.
tournament?
Is this
Oh
a
my
rerun?
gosh! How about
And I was just like, we were talking about this dude 2 weeks ago in a human trafficking case, and
That's right.
he won the tournament.
He won
and I
the
saw
tournament.
this going on while I was trying to stay in character, and I was just like, holy shit, he's on. What is this guy doing?
Can't believe
But,
it.
man, I guess he needed some money. It's like, I guess I'll just somehow get in this tournament and
It was like 32
Pay these
days
lawyers, yeah.
after he got arrested.
Yeah, I was
and he won a Corn Ferry event.
I was shocked that he was there.
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Congrats.
it's one thing to win it, but like to even show face there after something like that, I'm serious.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I'd be
That's-
laying low, and he just said screw it and went and beat them all.
Got to pay those lawyers
That's
one
true.
way.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like that would be like Thorborn Orlison going out and winning a European Tour event after he pissed in the airport or on the airplane and got arrested
Still
for
not
the
even as
sexual
bad.
assault.
It'd be better
Still not
if he
even as
won the
bad.
Turkish Airlines Open.
That would be good.
That would be
That's a fair point, though. You'd think the Corn Ferry Tour would have like suspended Gainey after something like that.
Yes, especially since the PGA Tour, they talk a lot about how their players are a bunch of gentlemen. They are, especially with Patrick Reed. Oh, he handled the cheating thing like such a gentleman, or whatever. And then you have Tommy's Two Gloves Gainey getting arrested for a prostitution ring, or what was it? No, I think it was soliciting a prostitute.
He also
Okay.
he offered $50. For
That's
it.
not
on,
like,
on video.
That is
You gotta get
not
the money back.
That is like the bare minimum of a gentleman. That's not even in the same category.
How about them trying to get on Cameron Smith for calling Patrick Reed what he is right now?
Yes.
You know, all Patrick Reed has to say is, yes, I did it. I apologize and move on.
For those
But
who don't know, tell them what happened. So it was after Cameron Smith. It was right before the President's Cup. He called Patrick Reed a cheater, just straight up. He was like, "Look, he's
Straight up.
a cheater. I don't like the guy." Blah blah blah. So what happened after that?
So apparently the PGA Tours called him in saying, basically, you got to cool the jets on this whole deal
Yes.
because this is not the way to treat a fellow compadre. And it sounds like the PGA Tour's taking Patrick Reed's side of the whole ordeal. It's
Which
weird.
blows my mind.
It's weird.
That makes no sense. And we're actually talking about this before we came in, right before we went live, is how the European Tour retweeted Lee Westwood when he was just blatantly hungover after he won this week.
Well, that's more funny than it is like.
But point is, do you think the PGA Tour would actually do something like that with their social
No,
media?
they wouldn't.
No chance.
No chance.
Or even who's the guy? I know we've talked about it a few times who flicked off the other guy on the Korean tour and got banned for 3 years. 3 years for just flicking off a person?
Yeah.
And then you have Two Gloves Gainey winning a Corn Ferry event. You have Patrick Reed blatantly cheating, and these guys are still playing. It's almost. Look, I wasn't expecting to take shots at the PGA Tour
Yeah.
here tonight, but it's a double standard that I think they need to be called on.
Yep.
I think this might open up a good segment. I'm just going to kind of
Yeah.
wing this. I think and hopefully stay away from Patrick Reed to not totally dominate this conversation. But with kind of the cheating going on, unfortunately, got to get the elephant out of the room. We're all Astros fans here. I think we should just have a quick segment about cheating. Like,
Ouch.
in pro golf, maybe past stories. What's like the funniest or craziest cheating story you've seen or been a part of? Really putting people on the spot here, but I know
I feel like Trey has a good story.
I've got a couple stories, but I
Well,
don't.
I remember when you called me about your sister with the USGA.
Oh yeah, that.
But that wasn't-
cheating. That was just a problem with the rules.
Yeah,
and the
that
rules
was the USGA
and the
sucking.
rules official.
Yes.
But no, I mean I've got
Did she get to play?
no.
They didn't let her in?
Yeah.
No.
That is wrong. That is so wrong. I
Yeah.
feel so bad for her.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
But no, I'll say there's so much cheating in high school golf.
Yes.
It's pretty crazy.
It's outrageous.
Yep. And I remember playing in a high school event, and a buddy of mine was playing with one of my teammates. And
I remember the story.
I'm not
but
saying anything. I'm not
we're
saying
not here to call out names or anything.
And I remember he texted me and said, "Dude, your boy is obviously cheating." And I was like, man, call him on it. And he didn't end up calling him on it, but it was, and then there was another one where it was like a TJGT event, and there was apparently people fluffing up their lies, like obviously fluffing up their lies, and so I think it's more, I don't know how much it happens on the PGA Tour, because it really can't. There's too many people watching. There's too many cameras around. But it happens in tournament golf for sure.
I did see a few tweets out there this weekend, and I really don't like this issue, but it is an issue. It's the issue of backstopping. And especially at the tournament this weekend, the American Express, what is it, 16 or 17, has that deep bunker,
Yeah.
something like that. And somebody, I forget who it was hitting their bunker shot, and Kevin Na, his ball was right behind the hole, and it goes right by it, so it barely misses it. But you can hear Kevin Na say, hit my ball.
Yeah.
Hit my ball. And, the rules are you can't purposely leave your ball to help another competitor, right?
Correct.
But the backstopping thing, I mean, we've all done that. It's
Yeah.
not.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, hey, do you want to put a mark on that? And you're like, no, I'm good.
Right.
But I don't know. That's different than like fluffing up your shot or fluffing up your lie, I think.
Yeah, I would say
Right.
that for sure. I'll say this: there's been times where I will intentionally play faster, and so they what's the term, like play fast the guy so he doesn't have a chance to come up and mark it. Now,
Right.
I don't know.
Okay. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Like if you're taking advantage of the rule, that's one thing. But if your playing partner has a chance to come mark it and he doesn't, that's a different thing. But if you because that's what I've done. I've done it to where I play faster, so I have that advantage. It's just taking advantage of the
Right.
rules. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but I remember there was one story in high school golf where me and Kyle were playing in a TJGT event, and of course, like me and him, like we're buddies, we're just going back and forth, and I won't say the guy's name right now because y'all all remember him, and you would.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
And like we're just chirping back and forth to each other, having a good time, and we're playing a black horse, and it's only like the fourth hole of the day, and he comes out to me and is like, "Hey guys, like, can y'all please stop talking? Like if you won't talk to me, I won't talk to you. Like, just leave me alone." And me and Kyle are just like, "Who the hell is this guy here?" Like,
Gosh.
and then ended up becoming friends with him a little bit later on. But yeah, that was just like
Big swole guy now, right?
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not
okay,
that
never
guy.
mind.
Yeah,
All right.
No, I'll tell you after. Because like I said, we're not here to out anybody or
Right,
anything,
right.
but especially at the high school golf level that I played at, in the private school realm, look, like some people are shooting 140s and then they come in with like 100 or 90. It's like, okay, that's not good.
Let's just
go ahead.
let's just say there was a team in college that we played with up at Texas A&M's tournament. It was kind of encouraged to help them get around the golf course because it would have been a long day. But,
Do you know what he's talking about, Trey?
I think so.
Well, let's say for those who don't know, they played college golf together
We
at
did.
Houston Baptist University.
Right.
So I'm sure y'all know a lot of the same people and the same stories and whatnot. Man, so the cheating thing, it's with the Astros is bad. I can't believe you brought that up, Scaff Daddy. But yeah, I wasn't even expecting cheating. Is there,
It's
do you
kinda
have any
like-
stories?
I think just I don't know if this particularly happened to me, but I remember a guy back in the day, and his go-to was there were ants around him. So, propping
one.
up the lie, there's ants over here.
ants.
There's ants. So you're
I
just kind of
know.
like, fuck it, yeah, we'll
That's
let
one
it
of those
be.
rules that I think it's open to interpretation because I can see one little ant crawling by my ball,
Yeah.
but there's not really a mound anywhere around. So I'm like, I feel endangered right now. I think I'm going to take a drop.
Well, especially down here, we got a lot of fire ants in Texas.
Yeah.
So it's that one fire ant. You're like, well,
that's
all right.
actually what the rule is. It's not just normal ants. It's fire ants.
Interesting.
Yeah. You have to have
Yeah,
fire ants around.
that was a classic high school.
Well, that's one of
move.
those words like, hey, you bring in like one other guy in the group who you know is pretty cool. He won't like he'll let it slide. Like, hey man, like this looks like an ant bed,
It looks
right?
like an
Can
ant
we
bed.
Get that going. Yeah, it's an interesting thing there, but to your point, though, there are too many cameras, whatnot. I don't think many people on the PGA Tour cheat. Just blatantly cheat. Maybe, like, play out a turn once in a while to get an advantage of, quote-unquote, backstopping. But I don't view that as cheating. Like, what Patrick Reed was just dumb.
Blatant.
Blatantly cheating.
It definitely was dumb. I mean, we'll never really truly know his intent behind that. But if he didn't mean to do it, he's a dumbass. And if he did mean to do it, he's a cheater. So
Yeah.
What if he came out with a book? Would you buy the book? Patrick Reed.
if I did it, part 2.
Oh man.
Absolutely not.
Like,
I would never.
His entire life, like from high school golf through college, because you know all the college stories.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Separation from the family.
Oh.
Yeah, I would buy it.
I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Because then you might actually like understand why he does the things that he does.
It's also funny
Yeah.
that he's from Houston and the Astros are cheaters.
I saw a really funny
Yeah.
picture this week. It was Patrick Reed at an Astros game wearing
Yes.
the green jacket.
yeah,
I was
I
just
saw
like,
that too.
yes.
rough week, man. It's
Yeah.
been a
Damn
tough week. But
Yeah.
hey, at least Baylor hired a new football coach. Shout out to Dave Aranda.
That's a good
the Baylor
hire.
Bears.
Was a good
I was
hire.
very excited about that. I was devastated after Matt Rule left. But, we're making the best out of a good situation.
Hey,
Y'all are both OU fans.
That's right. Boomer.
Baylor's playing Oklahoma tonight. Go Bears. We're ranked number 1 in the country now,
Yeah,
which is
that's
crazy
good.
Saw
town.
that.
That's
Love
good.
it.
They've been playing some good ball.
Yes. So, do y'all want to? All right, let's get back to golf because this
Yeah.
is a golf podcast and Little by Ball is live. Do you want to talk about the tournament a little bit?
Absolutely.
I didn't have
Just a little bit.
much time to watch it. AFC Championship game, NFC Championship game was going on, and so, but Andrew Landry comes away with the win.
Andrew Landry is one of those guys that he doesn't show up until he needs to win, and then he gets his 2-year exemption, and then he's done. He's like Ben Crane. Crane was
Yeah.
the same way.
Yeah.
And
I agree with
then
that.
he'll float around top 50 in the world. He's going to the Masters this year, but he may not have another top 10 the rest of the year, and then we'll see him in about 2.5 years at some tournament that the big boys aren't at, and he'll get the W, and he'll be good for the next couple years.
Didn't he? After he won his first tournament, he was like, "I just got lazy or something." He's like, "I don't really care anymore."
Yeah, I think he just kind of took it for granted, and then all of a sudden he needs it again. And I think he finished second in this event like 2 years ago, like lost in a playoff.
To Rahm, yeah. He lost to John Rahm.
So I mean, he apparently loves the desert. Good courses for him.
He's a mini tour guy.
He is,
He bounced
but,
around the Adams Tour for a while.
Really?
That's right.
And then
Is he from Texas?
Beaumont.
He is.
From Beaumont.
he
Yeah.
played at
To
Lamar. Yeah.
Was he on those national championship teams at Lamar?
I think he was just
I think it was
Just after?
it was like the tail end of him,
Okay.
but wasn't he the guy that was like leading the U.S. Open 3 years ago or something?
Yeah,
so.
he was.
I think he was he the one that Dustin Johnson ended up winning? Was that the one?
I think that might be right.
Could be.
At Shinnecock?
At no, at
Oakmont.
Oakmont.
Yes. I think you're right.
At Oakmont, I
Also-
think he
yeah.
was playing with them.
Did he go to Lamar or Arkansas?
Lamar.
Yeah, he went to Lamar. At
you
first,
sure?
At first, for sure, because
Okay.
we know a guy who he was teammates with.
Okay.
So Andrew Landry had missed his 5 previous cuts
Yep.
and then goes out and wins. I think he had missed like 7 of his first 9 or last 9 starts. It just proves to me, I think, that they are just those guys are so good. The mini tour guys and whatnot, just like if you get hot at the right time, catch fire, catch lightning in a bottle, then you can go out and win. It's crazy town. And this actually, so our over-under predictions for the beginning of the year, we said, do you think the over-under was minus 27.5. Do you think anybody's going to beat 27 under to win a golf tournament this year? Andrew Lindsay got pretty close. I actually went back and listened to the tape, T-Bone, and we were talking about the Desert Classic might be one of those birdie fests.
Yeah.
That's the low
It could
one,
get
yeah.
really dicey out there.
That one, and then the
And
one.
he won at 26 under.
That's what he ended up winning.
Yeah.
The other one that seems like low scores are at is that one right before the playoffs. It's like the Wachovia or something, but they go low.
I think it's the old Wachovia, the Wyndham now.
Is it the Wyndham?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Wyndham over in Greensboro. They go low wherever
take it
they
low
played
in
the
Puerto
Detroit.
Rico.
They go low at the
Yeah.
Greenbrier typically.
Oh
Few
yeah,
When it-
59s.
That's
when it's not flooded.
yeah.
Now, is that too soon?
I thought it was a John Deere.
John Deere is always John Deere, the people's major.
Yeah.
That's the
right.
John Deere. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I didn't really watch it, especially when I saw that he had a 6-shot lead with like 8 holes to play or 7 holes to play. Apparently, it got pretty
It
close
got
though.
really close.
And but Abraham Answer comes in with a 63. That guy, he was one of my preseason like, hey, look out for him because he has played pretty well in big tournaments. Like he was out there at the Players and whatnot. But
Where did he go to school at?
Who's that?
Abraham Answer?
OU.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I hate to one up you guys, but Andrew Landry, University of Arkansas, 2009, studied communications.
Well, he went to Lamar though too.
He went to Lamar his freshman year.
PGA Tour.
Stat check.
That might be where he graduated, but he went to
Yeah.
Lamar first.
Right.
Well, hey, I just get the facts here.
It's according to the PGA Tour, though, so it's not fake news, right?
Supposedly.
Maybe. Supposedly. Yeah. There are some other guys who were towards the leaderboard that gets me excited. Scotty Scheffler.
Scotty.
He didn't play very well. I think he shot, 1 or 2 under the last day? He shot 70. Expect more from Scheffler, I think. But this is like the first time he's been near the leaderboard at the PGA Tour event. First time having his card. Look, I think that guy's going to win multiple major championships. Multiple major championships. That guy's every bit as talented as anybody out there.
I think he might win one, but I think he's definitely going to be a staple on the PGA Tour for a while. Mm-hmm. He's a gamer. It's a good golf ball.
People said the same thing about Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson only has 1 major.
True.
There are a lot of people who have more than 1 major, though.
I don't think Scotty has the same talent that DJ does.
See, I think he does, actually. I think he does. That guy is unbelievably good.
All depends on the distractions. DJ had a lot of distractions.
Paulina. Paulina.
Cocaine.
What?
Stairs.
Just get a little cold out there, man. He just gets the chills. It snows in Augusta.
Yeah,
so
the stairs. I still don't know what to think about that. The stairs incident.
there had to be more
He
to
was
that,
doing
right?
something. What I heard was, y'all know the chick in the Shipsticks commercial that opens the door?
Okay.
She's apparently the wife of the Shipsticks owner. I'm probably reporting something I probably shouldn't.
Hey, it's golf
But
gossip.
I heard
It's golf
I heard he
gossip.
got caught with her. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Wait, that night he got caught with her?
But the day he fell down the stairs, he was running from.
No.
That's what I heard. From a
That is juicy golf gossip.
from a pretty reliable source too.
Wow. Look, if DJ and Tiger walk through the door, like, hide your wife, because bad things going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is really getting off the rails here. I
See,
feel like, but
we were actually I was playing with someone. We were talking about the like, who would you not want to see walk into a bar with your girlfriend or wife?
yeah,
Like on the PGA Tour. Fleetwood is number 1.
yeah, I agree with that. He's
Wait,
got the
like,
hair, he's got the accent.
Walking in with your significant other.
No, just like you're at a bar with your wife or girlfriend.
Okay, because
What-
original question, I thought you said walking in with your significant
No,
other. It'd be
no.
Patrick Reed. That would be the
Yeah,
worst.
That'd be the worst. But you're at the bar and a PGA Tour
different
player walks
reasons,
in.
yeah.
But yeah, Tiger, DJ, and Fleetwood.
Well, at this point, Phil hitting those bombs.
No.
And the Cavs.
Gotta watch out for Phil.
How about Phil coming out and saying that he's not even thinking about playing the Champions Tour yet? I kind of respect it.
He cracks me up because all he talks about is hitting bombs, and that's how he says it every time he says bombs. He doesn't just say bombs. He goes, when I'm done hitting bombs, that's when I'll go to the Champions Tour. But right now, I'm hitting some pretty dirty bombs.
Bombs.
Man, he wasn't even close to making the cut this week either.
Nope.
What do you think the deal about this? Because I understand what he's saying is like, oh, his swing speed is up. So especially now these days, it's all about distance because they don't grow the rough out or anything. So clearly he hits the ball far enough. Is it more probably a short game issue, you think, or just not getting enough birdies? I don't
I think
know.
his putting is just gone by the wayside. You know,
Yeah.
he'd hit it always pretty close from the fairway whenever he was in the fairway. But his putting just kind of left him right now. He's not making those really momentum-saving putts from what I've seen.
He really struggled going back and forth between the claw and the regular grip.
I feel like he doesn't know what he wants to do.
But he might not have 6 putters.
He might have 8.
He might have more.
He might have
He might have
8.
less. I don't know.
He uses the same putter for the most part.
Maybe that's his issue.
He uses he uses a different grip though, depending on the putt. Some of them he does claw, some of them he does conventional.
That's kind of like Spieth, how sometimes he looks at the hole and sometimes he doesn't. I think all of us would agree early on, like that's not really sustainable, and maybe we're seeing some of the effects of that now, where he's not the best putter in the world anymore, like he was for that period of time, 2015, 2016. Yeah. So, if it's kind of the same thing, like generally, so I know you have 6 putters, but I'm a believer in the fact that, hey, yes, when you need to mix something up, but don't be doing it too often.
Absolutely.
Is that fair to say, Bryson?
Yeah. Yeah.
As I'm looking at you with 6 putters in the trunk.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods, that's just an example.
Yeah. I mean, he used the mallet putter for a little bit when he first came back.
Not very often.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long.
Yeah.
Man, there's nothing better than that Scotty, though. It's his Horcrux. Harry Potter fans out there.
It's a what?
His Horcrux.
You're not a Harry Potter fan, are you?
No. I'm not a nerd.
Is that English?
I'm gladly a nerd for Harry Potter.
Oh, man. So I guess some other golf gossip. I didn't realize this is a pretty heavy golf gossip episode. A lot of fun, which is good because this time of year, like, I'm not necessarily getting excited about the American Express Desert Classic, especially when somebody wins by 6. Wow, there's NFC and AFC Championship football games going on. So next week, though, like, in my mind, that's really like the start of golf season. You got Torrey Pines coming up. Tiger Woods makes his appearance. Roy McIlroy's making his appearance, which I'm surprised he didn't, because he played in Hawaii last year. But I guess he wanted to have a little bit more time off.
I think it's the Olympics this year. I think he's changing his schedule just a little bit because
I forgot about the Olympics. Yeah, it's a good point. Already with the condensed schedule, throwing the Olympics too. That is
no Zika virus this year either.
That's encouraging.
That is
very
a lot of sushi.
And it's also at Torrey Pines, which is, I would say, probably most famous for Tiger Woods 2008 U.S. Open.
That's right.
Expect anything different? No. Thank you, Mike Hicks, for that call.
With the broken leg.
Bro, okay. I have kind of a problem with people saying that because it was a straight torn ACL. Like, it's not a broken leg.
I think he had a tibia fracture too.
Oh, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But one thing that I'm really excited about, Brooks Koepka made his return as well. Was he over in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi.
And he said that he's finally feeling better because he slipped on concrete, re-injured his knee. But during this whole process...
Maybe he was with the Shipsticks girl, too.
We would neither confirm nor deny that. But
for a really strong guy, he's pretty fragile, isn't he?
I don't want to get on Brooks' bad side after what he did to Bryson this week.
So that's where I was getting at the Bryson thing. I
retract my statement right now.
Was Bryson on a Twitch stream or something like that? He's like, yeah, I got abs. Like, Brooks Koepka, did you see that GQ shoot? Like, he didn't. He doesn't have abs. Or ESPN The Body Issue, whatever it was. Right?
Yeah.
T-Bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, T-Bone knows.
Yeah, I don't like that episode. Framed me in a weird light that I don't want to be a part of.
Anyway, and the Brooks Koepka just chirched back on him on Twitter and was like, yeah. I don't know. What did he say? I don't have abs. And
he's like, I'm too short of a six-pack.
And he showed
his four majors. There's no way Bryson has a six-pack. He put on like... I don't know. He looks so... It just doesn't look right to me. Like, it just looks... a bunch of water weight just walking around like a friggin' meathead now.
Do you think he might have been on creatine and then just like did it wrong?
Oh, he was doing something. I think he looks awful.
And for somebody who's so scientific and very supposedly well thought out for his golf game, I'm really surprised that he did this because he's already crazy enough having all of his clubs the same length, and when he's literally like spraying water on the ball on the range to get dew effect, like fuck you, Bryson, like such a douchebag. But and then he was like, oh, I want to hit bombs. Like that throws off everything. That throws off not only your feeling but the numbers that you hit and chipping, your putting. Like it throws everything off. That look, I wouldn't be surprised if he slips down the world rankings.
Well, it's like I said, and when he started doing that, he just came off like a top 3 finish at somewhere in the playoffs, I thought. But he was playing good, heading into the President's Cup. 3 weeks out, he decides to go on this roid rage, and Tiger played him, I think, twice. That was it.
Did he lose twice, or did he go 0-1-1?
I don't know what his record
He
was.
wasn't winning record. I know that.
I think he halved his single.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it's just
It's weird.
It doesn't look good.
No.
It doesn't. He doesn't look like he's in shape.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more doughy. Looks a little more.
That's the perfect word to describe it, is doughy. That's it. Yes.
And also, like, I think it's important, at least when he was chirping at Brooks, when he's saying I got abs, or that's dumb anyway. But they have that history. Was it at the U.S. Open this year where they were talking about slow play? And then he was like, hey, look, like, if Brooks wants to say something to my face, then he can come up to me. And then sure enough, the next day, you see Brooks Koepka approaching Bryson at the range. Like, Brooks Koepka doesn't give a fuck about anything.
You know what's interesting about those, though, is that, Pat Perez and Michael Collins have a radio show on Tuesday nights. Mm-hmm. Both of them called in that next Tuesday and were on the radio show together. So I think it's all in, fun and games right now. But yeah, they have had some interesting little back and forths.
It just wasn't something I was expecting. Like, I really want a Rory and Brooks, like, rivalry to develop here. But, I don't want it to be forced. It needs to happen organically. Yeah. But this Bryson and Brooks thing is happening organically, and I just wasn't expecting it. I don't think I was ready for it, and it's amazing. T-Bone, what you got as the official golf
I do think
gossip?
it's more playful than it is serious at this point. I don't think it's like an actual confrontation.
Do you think it will eventually turn serious?
Probably not, because I don't think Bryson's going to be on Brooks's level.
Not good enough, yeah.
Yeah.
It can't turn serious until Bryson does something. Bryson hasn't done shit. He won a couple of playoff events, but he didn't win the FedEx Cup. He hasn't won a major. I don't think his Ryder Cup or President's Cup's worth talking about.
Nope.
He won a USAM. Congratulations. He won the NCAA the same year. That's really good. But ever since he turned pro, in my opinion, he's been a disappointment.
I mean, wasn't he leading the FedEx Cup like into the playoffs?
Yeah.
I think
2 years ago,
he
he
won
like
the
3 or 4
Barclays.
times.
Yeah. It was pretty much his to
That
win.
year.
It was
Yeah.
his to win.
And
He won the
blew it.
Memorial. That was probably his biggest win.
Because that was
Memorial
when
tournament.
The whole one length fab just kind of took off.
You know what else is weird? When he got caught on camera at the range, like, having a mental breakdown. And I'm like, you're this mad scientist, dude, and you're sitting here crying. Like, don't get me wrong, I feel you, I've been there, but...
Banging his head against the
And then
Jumbotron.
then he goes and shoots like 65 the next day, and everyone's like, what the hell? It's just a big old drama show, in my opinion.
He's definitely more of a head case than I think we realize. Because I totally forgot about the range thing. That was a meltdown of epic proportions. Yeah, and what he called just unfortunate that was caught on camera. It's like, dude, like, you're on the PGA Tour. Like, again, there are cameras everywhere. What do you expect? It's not like you're at your home course on a Tuesday.
What? I can't.
So-
Like,
so-
he's this millionaire dude over there in Europe playing the week before the British Open, and he's sitting there having a meltdown. I'm like, dude, just come on. There's guys out here spending thousands of dollars playing in the mini tours, not acting like that shit. And you're over there. It's just a freaking.
It's
puss.
almost entitled.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, I definitely get that vibe from him.
Yeah, I will give him some credit though, especially when he came out on tour, when he was in all those Microsoft commercials and whatnot. Just the worst. He hadn't done anything. Literally, he won the NCAA and the USAM. Very impressive. Only I think Tiger and
Ryan
Jack.
Moore's up there.
Ryan Moore, he has like one of the most underrated amateur careers.
He's on the Ryan Moore trajectory.
Yeah, he finished top 10 this week, I think.
Yeah, I think he did too. Bud Cauley also finished top 10. I want to give a shout out to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ryan Moore's, I think, is in terms of disappointment, he might be like one of the most biggest disappointments, PGA Tour wise.
I don't ever really remember his amateur career, so for me, it's not. He's just Ryan Moore to me. I never knew his expectations.
Ryan Moore, he clinched the Ryder Cup in 2016 though. So I mean, he's always got that on his belt. Considering we don't win the Ryder Cup.
He almost
that
won the
often.
FedEx Cup that year too.
Yeah. Well,
Finished second to Rory.
He didn't almost win it. He almost won it for someone else that year.
But he almost won the
He almost won the
tournament.
tour championship. Yeah. He had to go to playoff with Rory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was before they switched the method where you can win the Tour Championship but not win the... Was that when Xander Schauffele won the Tour Championship, but Justin Thomas won the FedEx Cup?
That was the last year that...
Okay.
I'll always remember that day
Oh.
because that was the day that Arnie passed away. And I remember that because
RP.
because they were supposed to make their captain's picks for the Ryder Cup that afternoon, and then everyone found out that Arnie died. And so this great deal that was supposed to happen for Ryan Moore, him getting picked for Ryder Cup, was just overshadowed because Arnold had died.
Right. Yeah. So
Which is understandable.
Ryan Moore, his amateur career, he won the U.S. Open, he won the Western Amateur, he won the U.S. Pub Links, and the NCAA Championship.
Well, the Pub Links isn't a tournament anymore, so that doesn't count.
Right. But I think he won that all in the same year.
That's stout.
In the same year, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy town.
That's really stout.
Only people to win the NCAA and U.S. Amateur were Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Phil Mickelson, and Bryson DeChambeau.
Oh.
Jury's still out
Moore
on
didn't
Bryson,
win?
though. And Ron Moore, yeah.
Okay.
I think jury's still out on Bryson. What Brooks has done in the last 3 years is almost unprecedented in terms of his major winning. It's Tiger-esque. Not the same level as Tiger, but nobody's doing that nowadays. Jordan Spieth, like, kind of did it. Rory McIlroy kind of did it, but I think what Brooks is doing is more impressive these days. So, but Bryson, sit down.
Yeah.
Just sit down. Until you win a major, you cannot talk.
Yeah, I think the crazy thing about Brooks is even when he doesn't win, he's in contention. It's not like he's
Well, at majors.
missing cuts. Yeah,
Majors.
majors. We're talking about majors now. But, like,
He'll miss the cut anywhere else.
he'll miss the cut
care.
everywhere.
Yes.
Except for the majors. And he'll finish top 4 every time, it seems like. Always has his name up there. Bryson DeChambeau, he's MC hammering it every major, it seems like.
Yeah. I'd like to move on. Quick shout out to Matt Kuchar for winning
Matt
the Singapore
Kuchar.
Open. First American in 20 years to win the Singapore Open, right?
Hopefully he's tipped his caddy pretty well.
Yeah, did he have a Singapore caddy this week, or did he take his own? Isn't it funny
I don't know.
a year and a half later, and we're still making fun of that?
There's no way he'll make the headlines this year that he did last year, no matter what. We talked
hope
about him
not.
every week.
Yeah. He really did.
Maybe got a new agent.
Yeah. He was having some issues last year.
First of all, he was playing really good last year, but then he had like the complete opposite off the course stuff happening that he did on the course. He was playing so good, but he had the worst crap going on off the course, and then he had that deal with Sergio in Austin, and everyone's like,
Yep.
And then he had his ball plugging in the fairway that he was arguing with about for 15 minutes.
Yep.
And then he had, right before the FedEx Cup playoffs, Rory just totally exposed him.
But isn't it funny?
About the 10 points. He's like, I'm down by 10 points, which cost me like $200,000. And Rory goes, yeah, this guy needs it. Like, just, there was always something going on with
Can we get a
Kuchar.
Rory and Matt Kuchar rivalry going?
That wouldn't be a rivalry.
That would be crazy.
And we're sitting here a year and a half later after he wins Singapore, and we're still talking about that.
Absolutely. Did y'all see Hao Tong Lee, crazy golfer over in...
No, Ho Sung Choi.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, not Hao Tong Lee.
Yeah, Hao Tong Lee.
Definitely
Ho Tong
not.
Lee's in China.
Yeah.
Man, he was a no-show at the President's Cup. Ho Sung Choi.
Ho Sung Choi.
That's right. When he almost nailed a guy with a club.
Yeah.
That
On his
act's
follow
getting a
through.
little old, I think. After that happened, I think everyone's like, all right, we're getting kind of tired of this.
What would you react if somebody did that? When on their follow through they drop it and almost nails you?
That's when you just
Depends
like,
on
kick
who
the
it is.
driver.
If it's Preston.
Here's
He'll punt my driver down the fairway.
probably because Preston's beat me by 10 shots at that point. I'm like, what the fuck are you throwing your club for? I'm like, are you... That's what pisses me off, because I'm getting my ass drummed over here, and this cat's over here throwing his damn club.
I don't do that anymore.
It's because I don't play with him anymore.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the best
I
thing
would
that
lose it. I would lose it.
Preston does is he'll just stripe on 320 one-handed down the middle, and you're like,
Okay, we've all been there. It's one of those
Not-
shots.
not
Not
as
320.
consistently as you.
Like, you make a swing, and then you get to, like, right about here, and you're like, oh, my gosh, this is about to go straight left.
And then
you kind of, like, flip it perfectly, and then, no?
And then usually what happens on that for most people is it goes straight, and you're like, oh shit, that went straight. You're
Exactly.
like, oh my gosh, I hit that so bad.
I've definitely done that on the putts though, where you completely mishit a
And
putt
you start
and
walking it
start
in?
walking it in.
Yeah.
It's like crap, sorry guys.
That's actually the
appreciate it.
worst. I'm always apologizing for that. I'm like, oh shit, I look like an ass right now.
Yes. Okay, so a couple things before we get out of here. Last time we all played golf together, we were with T-Bone.
You're gonna bring this up?
I'm definitely bringing this up. I would feel bad if I didn't bring this up right now. So, if you go back and watch, I don't know if you saw a recap video.
Yep.
And it's like one of the first videos. T-Bone, you topped 7 in a row.
All right. First of all, the number keeps growing as the story goes on.
I'm sorry. It was 6. According to the video, you topped 6
It was
straight
5 or
divers
6.
in a row. No, it was definitely 6. You topped 6 drivers in a row to get you the 150 on a par 5, and then you hit it to like 5 feet in one putt triple.
Exactly.
But it was just so funny to me how Trey and Preston are just like bombing it down like 300 down the fairway. They had a long iron to like 50 yards out, and then like we're just like, where's Scaff? And he's all the way back down the fairway.
I definitely recall.
What were y'all thinking
Me and
during
Brett,
that?
we weren't. Well, first of all, y'all were both videotaping the whole deal, which was even funnier because you got Scotty over here and Scaff is redder than a cherry, and he's like, and me and Preston are sitting up here, like you said, 100 yards, and we're like,
Just counting how many. All right. He's still got 220 till he gets to us. We're out of range.
I think Kyle said it best. He's like, oh, he's about 3. No, it was you. He was like, yeah, that's about 3 tops away to take us to the green.
That was the weirdest thing because I topped the drive and I'm like, haha, okay, that was funny. I was like, haha, okay. I was like, might as well pull out the driver again, hit it from the women's tees. I topped it again. I was like, oh, this is funny. Like, this is getting kind of concerning. Let's do it again. Top it a third time, I'm like, oh my God, I actually can't stop this. And then by 4, 5, and 6, it was just like, it was more of like, I have to do this. There's not an option. And then it got to the point where I was 130 yards out, and I was like, okay, I really can't do it anymore.
what was crazy though, there was no signs of it coming because you bombed your first 3 drivers going into that
Exactly.
hole. And then
Yeah.
it just came out of nowhere, and it just didn't go away. And
That was scary.
That was hilarious.
I felt like I was trapped in my own body. I couldn't, no matter how I swung, it was a top.
The best was on the next tee. It's a par 3, and Scaff comes over and she's like, "Hey, I think I need to go. Like, is it okay if I still play?" Like, he was so embarrassed by it.
That was rough.
And I was like, "Yeah, Scaff, you're fine. Just shake it off. Like, just come on.
Just don't hit
let's
driver
go."
off the deck anymore.
Yeah, it's a par 3. Get an iron. Just don't shake it.
yeah, that was the thing. You took the easiest club to top and kept hitting it 6 times. You were kind of setting yourself up for it. But
Yeah.
What's the definition of insanity?
doing the same
That
thing
was
over and over
drivers.
again.
Scaff hitting driver. Oh man, that was an all-time moment. I just wanted to bring up one more time for old time's sake. We gotta play some more golf.
We do.
This
It's too cold right now.
It is too
Let's wait
cold.
till after the players
okay.
get the mojo going.
Like first
get a
week of
little warmer.
April. So we're actually planning
That's
on.
Masters.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, take
You're
it
right.
easy there.
Sorry. Well, we are planning on putting together a 300 par tournament. I don't know if I know about this yet. Just like a 4-man scramble event. If y'all are interested in playing, of course, y'all are welcome to come out. There will probably be a fair amount of booze there, and we'll have like door prizes, trophies, and whatnot. So probably like a Tour 18 or something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah. We put KJ
That'd be
in top
great.
of that.
Yeah, he's tournament chair, so.
He's tournament chair, and then he's in New Zealand.
Maybe he's trying
Right
to
now.
get a place locked down in New
In
Zealand.
New Zealand. Gosh, can you imagine? That would be crazy. Like a Ryder Cup. What if he sets up a President's Cup? Oh, you good over there, man?
Yeah. Use your air.
What if he sets up like a President's Cup in New Zealand? He's like, I got 40 boys in America who want to come over and play New Zealand.
If
That would
anyone
be
could do
wild.
it, it'd be him.
It would be. I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah.
Man. So I guess with that being said, you mentioned, Trey, you're not playing as much golf anymore. Are you still maybe play a few tournaments here or there?
I'll try and play a few more here and there. It's just it's not going to be full go like it has been in the last 3 or 4 years. I'm transitioning into the real world, just like KJ is. Although he was kind of more he was already in the real world, but yeah, it's just it's in transition. But once things slow down, hopefully try and play a state open or two, maybe go to a Monday, but it's not going to be Q school or anything like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's okay. Hey, I mean, if you catch fire, we were just saying, if you catch fire at the right time, you never know.
For sure.
Get some momentum going, and then you're back on it full go.
For sure.
I definitely don't have any fire right now, though. The fire is burnt out.
We need to go play then. No, I'm just kidding. I can't break 80 right now, man. I don't know.
I can't either. I nearly took a car out last time I played.
I did play around New Year's Eve and shot 76 at Black Horse, so I was pretty pumped about that.
I have no game right now. No game.
76 from the Blue Tees.
In the winter.
In the winter.
Not bad.
I was 1 under through 5 and got really confident, and then just didn't work out after that. But hey, it happens. It's golf.
That's right.
Yeah, Preston, how about you, man? What does your potential schedule look like?
So pretty slow in February. I'll know tomorrow if I'm in Canada Q school, either in March or April. Both will be in Florida.
Nice.
And then got some mini tour events and some Monday qualifiers. Just try to get through a Monday qualifier this year, and maybe you guys can come watch.
Hell yeah.
I was 1 away from Valero last year.
Shit.
You were 1 away from Valero?
1.
Oh.
You need some 300
What'd you shoot?
pod apparel.
That's right.
That is on the
We're talking
What
about
about
potential.
that
yes.
Monday Q, they did the towel. Do a little 300 par towel. That'd be a start.
Y'all know that guy? All he does is cover Monday qualifiers.
Who?
He's called a case of the Mondays on Twitter.
Yeah.
Really?
And the PGA Tour just hired him actually to cover
the Mondays.
Mondays.
Interesting.
That's all he covers?
The case of the tour.
He just started this deal because I think he was a stay-at-home dad or something, and he just started tweeting out random facts of players at Monday qualifiers, and then all of a sudden he started picking up some steam, and a year later he's working part-time for the PGA Tour.
Yep.
If you'd like to come on, please, you
Yeah,
are
absolutely.
welcome to come on. We'd love to talk about that.
Pretty cool.
Right.
Man, because those Monday qualifiers, those are so difficult. What do you got to
So
shoot,
cool.
like 63?
So this boy was caddying for me.
Oh, no. Here we go.
1 over through 9 holes. Yeah, 1 over through 9. Go 5 under my next 6. Feeling it.
Yeah.
Feeling it.
I was like, would you birdie 10? I'm like, all right.
Made a snake on 10.
We'll shoot 70, feel pretty good. And then he makes an eagle, and I'm like, oh, shit.
That's right.
I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, all right, this might happen. Then he, what was it, 15, you made another birdie to get to 4.
I got to 4.
And then he missed a 2-footer on 16. And I was like, I was like, that hurt me more than it hurt you. But it was the week that Corey Connors won. So Corey Connors
When he Monday qualified.
he
right?
Monday'd and won. So then the next
Wow.
week was the Masters, and we happened to be at the Masters.
And that kid would not stop following me around. Everywhere I looked, he was right there. Every time I look on my phone, his name pops up. Like, if I look at the leaderboard for the first time in a long time, it'll be like Corey Connors, 3rd.
But no, Preston legitimately had a shot at knocking those 68s out.
Yeah.
He was right there, and because he made a bogey, and you were
I missed a 5-footer on 17.
Yes, he three-putted 16, missed a 5-footer on 17, and it changed Corey Connors' career.
That's right.
If he hadn't have done that, Corey Connors would not have won that week.
Fuck.
Yep.
That's how thin a line it is. That's what people don't understand. That's the difference between.
My mind is so blown right now.
That's the difference between being a millionaire and a full-time status player on the PGA Tour and having no status.
Waking up at 5 every day, and going to work at Pine at 7. Working 7 to 1.
Shout out the Pine Forest
That's
out
right.
there. Man,
What's the difference?
that's a lot to digest.
Gosh, the front
That's
nine
brutal.
was so.
That is absolutely brutal.
The front 9 that day was such a drag, though. I was like, shit.
It was like, why are we even
We
here?
drove all the way over
Where'd
here.
you play?
We played at the club at Sonterra in
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you want to go really into this round, but it all started really on the second hole. I hit it to this hole. It's really stupid. You got fairway left. You got a row of trees in the middle. Fairway right. Well, I stripe one. Unfortunately, it went right down the middle, which that's where all the trees are.
Of course.
So I'm looking. Trey wants me to chip out, and I got this gap. About yay big.
If you
About
can't
yay
see
big, right?
Trey, just
About
like,
that big,
oh
or it
my
was a little
gosh.
smaller. About that big.
It was too small to go for.
I'm like, give me the 8-iron. Goes right through the gap, goes to like 20 feet, make par. I'm like, okay.
It's the one time he didn't listen to me that day.
That's right. And kind of just went about my business on the front nine, was one over. I mean, it was a hard golf course. And then just started making bombs.
Yeah.
Bomb after bomb after bomb.
Putter got hot.
Bombs.
I didn't realize
Putter got hot. Confidence went up. And
bombs. I didn't realize you said 68 got in for that Monday
went to a
qualifier?
playoff.
Yep.
Do a playoff, and
It was
Corey
a big
made it
playoff
in.
too. I think 5
for 1.
5 for 1, something like that.
Man, that's crazy.
Where's the Houston Open qualifier?
The Monday qualifier will be at Wood Forest, I believe. The,
KJ caddy for you
KJ
in that
caddy
one, right?
for that back in October, and missed it by 2. So,
Where
I mean,
were
it
you
wasn't-
at?
I feel
Where's
like
my
you were
call?
working.
Where's my call? I'm just kidding.
Hey,
For the record,
There's-
I think he did ask me first, and I had to turn him down. So
yeah, I think he was reffing or doing something in the real world. So, yeah, but Wood Forest.
Wood Forest.
In
I've heard that's
October.
tough.
it's
It's a good one.
good.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, if you shoot 60,
I've never played out there.
y'all should. It's worth the track. It's worth the drive getting
Oh,
up
absolutely.
there. Greens are usually really good.
Awesome.
It's one of those doesn't have any houses on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. 27 holes.
Man, how big of a deal is that if you no houses out there? I love golf courses like that.
Absolutely.
Man. Well, this has been fun, fellas. We're
Yeah.
approaching an hour here. It's crazy town. Is there anything else that y'all want to add or bring up or ask T-Bone or KJ whenever he gets back?
Did he climb any trees down in New Zealand? That's the question I want to ask KJ.
I just want KJ to come back in one piece. Last time he took a trip, it was to like San Antonio, and he break his ankle in San Antonio.
This is true.
This is true.
That's what I'm saying. We need a poll out there. What's going to happen? Hole in one, broken leg, get married, doesn't come back. I think they're all possible.
Yeah. What are the
But
odds that
this
KJ
isn't
gets?
Vegas.
What are the odds that KJ gets married before Scotty?
Wow.
I'm set to get married in May, so we'll.
I think it's possible,
Jeez.
but actually not at all.
Not likely. But
Yeah.
yeah. If you know KJ, it's not. It's not.
Oh gosh, KJ, just come back safely, man.
That's
Just
right.
come back safely in one piece. He's with our friend Dumpy. I don't know if y'all have met Dumpy.
We have not met Dumpy yet.
Man, y'all
We've
gotta
heard a
meet
lot
Dumpy.
about him, though.
He almost joined Pine Forest, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, but he stayed out of Hearthstone.
Then he
Well,
heard.
that's a
Then he
shame.
heard Preston's the pro out there. Decided
That's
he
right.
didn't
Yeah,
want to come out
That's
there.
right.
That's it. That's why I haven't joined out there.
Didn't want to lose
Yeah.
any money to me.
That and I need a raise. All right, T-Bone, you good, boss?
Ready to rock and roll.
Thumbs up.
Forgot we were on camera.
We are on
Have you
camera.
been playing any tennis lately? Or has
No.
it all been little
It's
white
winter.
ball?
Yeah. I'm back. I mean, I guess.
I like it. New year, new you.
Yeah, I'm trying to play golf, but it's really hard to enjoy the sport these days.
Whole
What
lot
do you
easier
think
than
it is?
tennis.
Because when you played the dress round, you shot 71.
Yeah.
Like in a full dress at Tour 18.
I haven't sniffed it since.
Have you
try-
broken 80 since?
Maybe once or twice.
Okay.
I got some
So,
demons.
It's a confidence issue.
Well, that's what we were
gotta
saying.
show
Like
a
his
little
range
more
is
arm, a little
71 to
more range.
89. Like that is outrageous.
Right.
Yeah.
He's got to show a little more leg, a little more arm.
Think so. Think so.
Maybe feel the breeze in areas you're not used to.
Maybe
Feeling.
Yeah.
maybe he can get sponsored by a golf dress company for men.
Okay. Hey, also, how about Blair O'Neill playing golf this week and almost won at 6 months pregnant? That's impressive.
That was very impressive.
Wow.
Good for her.
Very impressive.
I think it's like her last celebrity tournament before she goes.
Yeah, that was a
Offense.
celebrity tournament. That was not. She did not almost win the LPGA event.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like a Stacey Lewis situation here,
Yeah.
but still, I mean, look, if you go out and ball, you can
No,
ball.
I'd definitely say it's impressive, but
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't play on the LPGA Tour anyway. She's most famous for Morning Drive.
Morning Drive. She's like that Paige. What's it? Spiraniak or something like that.
Paige Sporanic.
Kind of insta famous
Yeah.
type of deal.
There's two type of.
Who do you think is a better golfer, Blair O'Neal or Paige Sporanic? I mean, because they can both play.
Looking at last week, it looks like Blair O'Neal.
Maybe.
I mean, she was up there for a long time.
But
She was on the big break, right?
Yes. That's how she became known to the golf world or famous.
I think so.
Yeah.
You know who also was on the big break?
Tommy Two Gloves.
Finau.
Yeah.
Honey.
Tony
And didn't
Finau.
win. And didn't win.
I know he didn't. But the one I was going to say was Jarena Pillar was on it.
I
Who?
did not realize
Jarena
that.
Pillar,
Do I know who that is?
one of the actual players on the LPGA Tour.
Really?
She lives in Fort Worth. Martin Pillar's wife.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that? Can you imagine like being married to another professional golfer? We're on the road 2 or 3 weeks out of every month.
That's got to be.
It's gotta be tough.
That's like props to them for that. That's because it ain't easy. It ain't easy leaving people, and when your schedules are like that,
Yes.
I can't imagine it.
I mean, sounds pretty nice. You dating a wife, you never get to see her.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know.
Staff.
Hey, I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
You're
Preston
about to
might
find
know.
out.
I'm about to say Preston would know.
That's the champion tour lifestyle there.
There we go. There we go.
Right now, we are great. Me and
There
my
we go.
wife.
Nice.
Love it.
Congrats.
His wife, my sister.
This is true.
He's
My
required-
brother-in-law and I,
He's
not so
required to-
great.
Wow. The brother-in-law. I'm about to have one of those.
It's good.
Good stuff.
You know him already?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, we haven't played golf yet, though.
You haven't played golf?
No.
Well, how about we all can go play golf together?
Okay. Sure.
Is any good?
I don't know, actually.
Have you never asked?
I think he's like a low 90s player.
Oh, him and Thomas will
So-
have a great game together.
Thomas, you're welcome to join if you like. Make me look good.
Well, that's why I
Just kidding.
we could all play together, meaning all 4 of us.
Yeah.
And then your brother-in-law.
That works.
Almost.
All right, fellas. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure.
Yes. And best of luck this year with the mini tour life and Monday qualifiers and
Life.
state opens.
And life in general.
Me and KJ, we're going to play in a 4-ball event next month.
Which one?
If KJ can get his Gen handicap
You
active.
going to Kingwood?
The Kingwood one,
Oh,
yeah.
Island?
It's either Island or Lakes.
I think it's Lakes.
I think it's Lakes. Is that the one on the far right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some buddies playing in that too.
Really? Will I beat him? Maybe.
Not with KJ.
Sorry, Scaff.
I'll fill in.
You fill in?
Celeb shot.
Sub ref. Bring him in.
How about he caddies for y'all?
Oh, you're my
and
bitch out there.
He can
Yeah.
he can run the 300 par.
Live stream.
Oh,
live
social
stream
media.
going.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be awesome.
When
That
is
would
it?
actually be pretty great.
When is it?
Let me double check on the dates. It's like last weekend of February, I think.
Is it a weekend or weekday?
Weekend, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
February 22nd, 23rd. That's when we're playing. Like I said, though, KJ needs to get his Gen handicap active. Like, he has a Gen, but it's not active, I don't think. Because I was looking it up today. But it's a weird thing because he won't have his amateur status back until the day before we play. I don't know. I played in it last year with Matt Barth, and we finished 3rd. That was pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah. Joey Ripple played in that one, too. And Blake Redmond, they were on the same team. I was like, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Sweet.
Blast
Yeah.
from the past.
Yeah.
Man, those guys are
Speaking
good.
of
Shout out to
TJDT.
those guys. I don't think they listen, but I mean, they both played pro for a little bit. And yeah, that's one thing that was kind of, I didn't realize when I played in the mid-am, is that there are a lot of older guys like, 40s, whatnot. He played professionally for a long time and just play amateur stuff now. And it's like, is that almost fair? I don't know, because I stopped playing.
Yes, it is.
Because they got real jobs too.
There's a bunch of people that do that though.
Yeah.
Right. And I understand there's like a period of time where you need to get your amateur status back and whatnot. But like, if somebody was grinding it out for 15 years trying to make it and ended up getting their amateur status back, that's a little different than somebody like myself who stopped playing golf in college.
Yeah, but obviously they didn't have what it takes to get to the next level, or
But that means they're still
Maybe
better
there.
than the average amateur, though.
not necessarily.
Guaranteed, dude. Like, if you practice your craft for 15 years, you're still really good.
Yeah, but you can practice a lot of bad things too.
You're still practicing. I'm looking to pick up a club once a month.
But when they get their amateur status back, that's what they're doing too. They're still not practicing every day. As someone who can attest to that, it's the same. I'm going through the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
These damn mics are dangerous, man.
Yeah, watch out for these mics. I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting discussion at one point. It's just like, man, I just didn't realize that's who are some of the guys who I was potentially playing against.
And also NBA players, but
With that, we're going to wrap it up here with the 300 podcast. Again, thanks, fellas, for coming on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Good luck with your golf endeavors this spring and whatnot. But if you're watching on YouTube, click that like button and subscribe because we have more videos coming your way. Golf course reviews. I think that's something I'm going to start doing.
absolutely.
Go out to Pine Forest.
That's right.
Give a review. What do you think? Should I do like a scale of 1 to 10?
I think you should go 1 to 3.
1 to
3
3.
under par.
And do like a
Or no, how about you do this?
like a 1.71 is my rating.
You can do that. Or
yeah.
I was gonna maybe do like a scale on like this is a 66 for a really good one.
In relation to par.
Relation to par.
And if it's the best, then it's 69
That's right.
because 3 under par.
That's right. That's right.
Ding ding. Okay, no, I like that actually.
mean-
like this course, like
And the
okay.
highest you could shoot is like
What's your favorite course in Texas? In Houston, at least. What's your
I think
exposed.
it's 69 to 80 is the range you'd have to rate it at.
okay?
Yeah.
Or 71
My
to
favorite
89.
course in Houston?
Yeah.
My favorite course in Houston, I mean, River Oaks is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I played this golf course called Sand Hill Farms. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No.
It's the owners of Mustang Cat. They
Okay.
built this golf course. It's over in Waller. 9 holes.
Okay.
It's like Pinehurst in Texas. It's freaking awesome.
Interesting.
Is it even an option to get on?
Is it by
You
Houston
know the
Oaks?
right people. It is pretty close to Houston Oaks.
I love Houston Oaks.
Never played it.
Really, it's a really good course.
Is it?
Definitely underrated. Trey, how about you? Favorite course in Houston? Don't say Falcon Point.
Heck no, man, no. I really liked Memorial, man.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't, and I've heard the changes have been nothing but good for it.
We need to go. I've literally heard nothing.
You haven't heard anything?
I haven't heard anything.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
I
go
heard
and
it's
play.
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
Okay. Nice.
Little
Yeah.
play day.
Let's do it. I'm a little busy the next few weekends, but we can figure it out. Maybe I'll call in sick.
Days are getting longer.
The days are slowly getting longer. When's daylight savings? Not soon enough.
Not
No,
soon.
not
enough.
yet.
it's still
even
a
close.
while away.
Man. T-Bone, how about you? Favorite course in Houston?
Lock and bar.
See, I've never been there.
Yeah,
And that's why it's hard for me to
classy.
yeah.
That was badass.
Lock-and-bar. That's a Lock-and-Bar. It sounds
All right,
so good.
mister, I was just in Vail.
The DL3 just get you on there.
Heck yeah, it was.
I had to pay my guest fees, so
Worth it.
yeah, it was worth it for sure.
Totally
But
worth it.
It was not cheap.
Fazio Course at Carlton Woods is pretty good.
Yeah, that's what KJ said.
Yeah.
I've never played Carlton Woods either.
I've played both. I like Fazio better for sure.
I'm more of a Nicholas guy.
Nice.
What about you?
Shadowhawk.
It's a good one.
Yeah, really like Shadowhawk. That's a good one. So that's why I want to do these course reviews, though. To be like, hey, you know what? If we can get out to like a Houston Country Club, great. Or Lakeside, Pine Forest.
I mean,
But like, you know, let's go out and review Quail Valley. Let's go.
Gus
out and
Wortham,
see an-
maybe.
I don't know.
Gus
if you want-
Wortham. Or,
No need on Quail Valley.
we got enough knowledge of that golf course.
which one, Dorado or?
Both.
Yeah, no, we played out there not too long ago. That's where KJ
What
played with
about,
4 clubs and a baseball bat. Was at Quail Valley. Yeah. And he beat Dumpy. It was
The
hilarious.
sad thing is, I'm pretty sure that's not the first time someone's played with a baseball bat down at Quail Valley.
You're probably right. All right, this is getting off the rails. Thanks everybody again for tuning in. If you're listening to Apple Podcasts, please subscribe, rate, and review. Give us a 5-star rating. Tell a friend about the podcast. That's the thing that's going to help grow this channel. We would love to get a sponsor at some point. Working on that, but also this YouTube channel, and that's that one thing I'm really excited about. Trying to figure out how to do the video and whatnot, but we'll figure it out. It's gonna be a good time. Again, fellas, thanks for coming on. Always welcome back at any point. KJ's gone next week, so I don't know if y'all are busy next Monday, but I'd love to put y'all back on. So free till March, perfect. That's when we can play some golf. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and remember,
Little white ball is life.